Hey guys, this is Joey B, and in this chess game, we're gonna go over this live blitz game which I'm playing right now. What I've learned from this situation is that the e6 is played, and following e6, you play knight f3, and then you wait a move to see what is occurring to whether or not play d4, d3. In this position, they just resigned. But a lot of times you can go to the French structure. Had they play knight c6, because then the c pawn's blocked and is favorable. Now this is a French exchange, and hopefully I can get into what is called a fried fox variation, or foxhole, some will call it. But right here, it's not looking to be that way. So the queen steps up on the d file, tempo, and now is the bishop there. So the knight always just goes here, and since they exchanged bishops, then I can't do the fried fox variation, so I'm going into another way, and this other way involves concept codename blockade on d5. And you occupy blockade with pieces and not pawns. That's why this is so reinforced here on d5 with these knights. The pieces are occupying the blockade, which is what Nimzowitsch said. And to continue the blockade, we can play bishop e6 as well. There are some plans here for them to play knight e5 as a trump card. And I've actually found that h6 is the best. There's only like one variation when it's the best, and that's a universal classical second tier variation of this, which does not work here. So I want to play f6 is what I'm saying, to say it shortly instead of h6. So all I have to do is know that the dark square bishop's not there. So this is easy. And I'll tell you a secret about these positions. And the secret is that the g6 dynamic blocks the h5 square from their queen to come into the kingside attack. And this ends up being very important in the positions where they have enough pressure. So right now there's a little bit of a plan here, and the plan is to play f6 and then just choose a place for the queen. So yeah, this is 2 minutes left, so that's fine. And now we can go queen g7 when they play the rook to the e-file, which will be nice. And what we also need to take into account here is the knight c5 move, which could threaten some stuff, so we'll play b6. I know it's looking bad for me here yet. What do they even have? And secondly, I have a long-term weakness to play on called isolated d-pawn, which I already blockaded, which is good. Knight c3. I will always trade knights, so that's not a problem. I can weave a plan like this here to have a subtle pressure on the f3 queen, and that would allow a c5 push had I really needed it. Now we're here, and it's fun times. There's nothing too crazy happening. Again, we occupy the blockade square with pieces, not pawns, as best we can. So they play knight to f4, and then I cram the king, and they have the option of the fork, which looks good, but